What's up, everyone? Spark Warrior back here today with our topping duelist who went 4-0 at our locals. Tell us what you're running, my guy, and just give us a rundown.
I'm the best Melfi Tri-Brigade player on the planet. I didn't have the best bracket as far as like the strongest bracket, but I think it kind of showed the resilience of the deck and how if you play well, if you keep if you keep yourself grounded on your resources and know how to use what, you win a lot of matchups that just look bad on paper. So you want to go ahead and do this?
Yep. Any shout outs you want to give before we get started?
Shout out to Michael for dropping round 3.
All right. Hey. He was giving a friendly wave.
He told me I was number 1. So first thing I'll go ahead and show is the Tri-Brigade. We're going 3 Fractal. Foolish Burial is broken. Gonna go 3 Kit. Foolish Burial is broken. 3 Nerval. Rhoda's broken. 2 Karis. I think this is all pretty standard so far. I actually contemplated cutting Karis to win, but I didn't have the consistency cards to make it happen. And I just didn't feel like it. I liked how it was in testing. We have the Tinky, Rhoda's broken. And we're playing 2 Revolt. For some reason, it just works. I don't know what else to say about it. 2 works, it's searchable. If you don't draw it, with how the deck is built, I will see in a minute. Typically you have your way to wait for it. To end off the Tri-Brigade package, because I'm calling this the Tri-Brigade package. 3 Rescue Cat. Best starter in the deck. It generates stupid advantage. Rescue Cat uninterrupted is 3 Negate Appaloosa and a DDL and a Revolt. So, absolutely broken. Melfi time. 2 Obedient Schooled. 3 is a little too bricky. And the Melfi combo isn't like the biggest, baddest thing in the world. We're going to go 1 Puppy, 2 Calantosa, usual ratios. Calantosa, you can I think you could run it at 3 if you weren't afraid of drawing it. Especially it Alferez it or having it in hand. Like, it's not as worthless as multiple Puppy would be, I guess, in theory, because it actually does stuff when it hits the field. But Melfi package. DPE, no questions. 1 Fusion Destiny, because I don't like having to make Verte. And I don't like drawing Fusion Destiny unless I guess I need to rephrase that. I like drawing the 1-0 Fusion Destiny, but I don't want to have to draw it later in the game. So I would much rather draw one of the materials and go into Verte. For the generics, we got 2 Solemn Judgment, Busted. This is a very hard going first build like we're about to see. But Solemn Judgment, I don't care about my life points. I don't use them as they are a resource. 2 Anti-Spell. This deck struggles really bad against going second power spells like Droplet, Raigeki, Dark Ruler, stuff like that. So this was kind of the way to equalize it. And this actually, usually the matchup with Sky Striker just sucks. It's terrible. And this kind of evens it out if you get to draw it, because they either have the Cyclone in hand or they don't. That's just kind of the rule there. Hand traps, we have 3 Nibiru. I don't think I need to explain that. Nib's just good.
Yeah, we like dropping rocks on people.
Look, the rocks killed the dinosaurs. The rocks killed just about every other deck too. 3M Perm, self-explanatory. It's a trap card. It's a hand trap. It's a negate. 2 Ghost Spell. I started testing it whenever Sights got popular, like really popular, and I liked it, especially with DPE running around. Just Ghost Spell has put in a lot of work recently. 2 Ash, same kind of thing. It hits just about every deck a little bit. As long as you play it well, I don't think it's terrible. It's just you have to know where to hit certain decks.
Right.
Called by, no more hand traps, I guess. Called by, yeah, it's busted. You stop the mirror match in its tracks. Well, Tri-Brigade in general. You're going to stop Striker. Based has a hard time with it if you end up going first and they try to break your board. Several decks just have a big problem with it. 2, Chalice. 3 is Bricky. It helps equalize a little bit if you lose the die roll. We're going to go 2 Cyclone. Spell trap removal in the main is actually a must. Certain matchups you just flat out lose if they're able to establish a continuous effect. Mystic Mine, again with Sky Striker, Area 0. Getting to hit things like Scythe in the back row if you've already baited the Griffin negate. Then to round out the main deck, 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talent. Power Spell, we're terrified of these when people use them against us. This deck has a really hard time with certain aspects of card economy. So getting the draw 2 is huge. If they Ash like a Nerval or the Bearbrum. Getting to steal something to go into like Verte or one of the big boss monsters is big. And then getting I think the least used effect is the last where you look at their hand, but like if they have 1 card in hand, you go ahead and shoot it and hope they can't beat you on the top deck, I guess. It just depends on the situation.
Right.
But that's our main deck. If I remember correctly, I'm at 44. It sounds weird. I've been a 40 truther for a while, but how it's running at 44, it's not as bricky. You're not as likely to draw your hard draw Karis or Kalantosa, and you don't draw multiples as often. So I've been enjoying how it's running. For the extra deck, we have our Melfi package. Joyous Melfi's absolutely busted. Downard Magician, haha, and our Zeus Melfi Daddy. I think it's pretty normal. We have our generic boss monster package of Access Code Talker, Appaloosa, and then for the past couple weeks, just to mess with some of the local people, I put in Abramax. Super easy to make with your normal Tri-Brigade combos. A lot of decks just straight up can't out it. It's just really funny. It's not the best in the world. I definitely wouldn't play it long term, but it was a short term ad that was just really funny. And then to round out the generics, we go Verte and BPE. Big surprise, right?
Yep.
Tri-Brigade, we're running 2 Shurig. If I wasn't running the Avramax, it would be 3. Running 2 Farragut. The Obedient Schooled Melfi combo runs through both Farragut. 3, you want to see it sometimes, but very seldom does it come up where 3 actually wins you the game as opposed to 3 Shurig or 3 of something else. Or even, a different boss monster, extra monster, like if you want to run Herald or Neteria Beast. Excuse me. We have 1 Bearbrum. We have 2 Revolt, and usually I don't resolve her in about half my games. But the threat of her being there is enough to scare people, and people know I will be playing her, but because I run 2 Revolt, I won't be searching very often. We have 1 Double Dragon Lords, busted. Helm and Apo is the reason that Tri-Brigade likes going first. And then we have Tri-Brigade Almirage, the best extender in the deck. Side deck, 1 Token Collector. I put this in at some point, I forgot when, but it's never came up. I need to get 3. I've never sided it in, but he's just sitting there having a good time. Very good card, I just never had a chance to use it. We're going 2 Lancia. Stopping guys from banishing is huge.
Oh yeah.
If I know the matchup, I don't need the revolt if I Lancia most of the time. So revolt's just for the setup. D-barrier at 2 because Sword Soul is still super common. A lot of decks like to Xyz or Synchro Climb, like Based and Tri-Brigade Lyralist still sees play for the most part. And it deals with a lot of rogue strategies. For going second stuff, 2 Alpha, Discard Fodder, and Tri-Brigade Typing. He's a Cyber Dragon, and the effect to non-target bounce is just huge. 3 Dark Ruler. This deck has a really hard time cracking boards, and from what I've seen, the best way for this deck to handle going second is to just straight up give up the battle phase of the damage up front and build a going first board afterwards. So we're at 3 Raigeki. It is 44 card deck, I believe. So you side in 3 and hopefully you don't draw multiples unless you need to. And 2 evenly matched. Chances are I'd probably take out the token collector for another evenly matched, but I am flat stupid. I just wanted him in there for the points, you know, I just wanted to look cool. But this deck has a really hard time cracking boards sometimes, so you have to go super heavy going second. But you do need to save certain slots for matchup depending games.
Right.
You want to see any combos or anything? Maybe see the infamous Obedient School combo?
Yeah, just, kind of your go-to combo.
Go-to combo is nothing too crazy. Yeah, Shurik banished. You didn't hear him, but he said it. So we'll say the favorite combo, the one card trick. We're gonna normal summon a rescue cat, send her for her effect, and make 2 kit, or a kit and a Karis, whatever you want to make. I usually do 2 kit. Link them off for Farragut. Kit is going to send, if I can find it, Kit's going to send Nerval, and Nerval will add, I'll add a Karis because I don't want to see it later. Farragut will special the Karis. You're going to banish 4 for cost. Yes. 1 second. I think I've completely gone brain dead on this, to be honest.
Good, take your time.
I promise I play this deck every day for the past year. I guess we'll go 2 for cost off of that. Go into the Bearbrum. We'll discard 2 cards from our hand, it doesn't matter what it is, to special summon a kit or something. We'll banish 2 for cost because regardless of what the 2 cards in hand are, we will have 2 more materials engrave. This is over here. I always like to start at the far left because it lets me do my zones right. We'll have the DDO. We will link off the Bearbrum, Farragut, and Kit. And 2, the that is a 4 material Appaloosa. Of course uninterrupted, but then you'll start your revolt and then it's whatever else you have in hand. But that's the idea. Hopefully, if it does go uninterrupted, that's the strongest thing you can do because you still have the 2 cards in hand. One's a revolt, one is whatever the 5th card in hand is. Excuse me. Let's just go shuffle this real quick and we'll just draw a hand. This deck does brick. The results were very luck based, I'll say, but everyone will agree it is a very good deck. I know the deck well. I know how to play through and around certain interruptions, but it is still very luck dependent. Well, you draw. That's a hand. You can use that. You're gonna pitch Frack for cost. You're gonna pitch Kit. You're gonna pitch Nerval. You're gonna add Karis. You're gonna pitch Fractal to special Karis. You're gonna banish 4 for cost. You're gonna special Shurig. You're gonna link these 2 off into Farragut. Shurig's gonna search you a level 4 or lower Beast Warrior Wing Beast. Here's where you're up to your own personal judgment. Usually, excuse me. Usually I'll either search like Rescue Cat or Fractal or Kit. If we go Rescue Cat, what we can do is search her, special her off of Farragut, send her for cost. It doesn't matter what you make, it just depends on what you don't want to draw later. Say you make the Melfies for whatever reason. The names at this point doesn't matter. You've already used all your effects in Grave. You'll link them off into... Oh, link. I do this in games. I just wanted to let it be known.
Just search through the deck for a link.
Do what?
Just search through the main deck for a link.
Yeah. You're going to search the Bear Broom. You'll go ahead and link them off. At this point, it depends on the matchup and what you have in hand. Honestly, you could go into the 2 negate Apo. That can be enough with what we have in hand specifically. The way you're going to chain this is you're not really as scared of losing the Revolt because of the interruptions in hand. So you'll chain block with the Bear Broom at chain link 2 and the Farragut at chain link 1. Honestly, it's up to you and whatever you want to do. This is what I found the most success. You just have to be straight up unlucky to not do poorly off of this. So you'll add the Revolt. You'll bottom the Celestial, of course. You're gonna draw something. You're gonna bottom it. Now you end with the 2 negate Apo, Revolt, Imperm, and Judgment, and figure out how to win on your opponent's turn, hopefully.
Alright, well.
So, you can just do stuff with just about whatever hand. Unless you're opening Dasher, Celestial, Karis, and Anti-Spell, you're probably fine, to be honest.
There's always bricks, There's always those times. Well,
yeah, and this is a deck that plays a lot of bricks. A lot of cards that don't actually start combos. So that's why the deck is at 44 currently. It'll be different. Within a couple weeks, I'll have a different version built. But this is just what I found and had a lot of fun with recently.
Well, thank you for the deck profile. Congratulations on your 4-0 win. Big thumbs up.
Yeah.
And also, beautiful playmat.
Hatsune Miku, yeah. Just got her last night. I'm happy.
Beautiful playmat. All right. Well, good luck on your future duels. Hope you top again and go for that next 4-0.
All right. Thank you. Good luck.